Hello everyone and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at a highlight best-of-3 series of professional StarCraft 2. Joining me here, map number 1 shall be Neon Violet Square. The upper left corner shall belong to a blue Zerg Dark. And their Terran opponent and/or possibly victim. In the bottom right, it is ByuN with a broken portrait. How'd that happen already? Good grief. I don't know. Alarak must have done something, broke something in behind the scenes while everything was loading. It's okay if you were holding on to your excitement, if you were waiting to cheer until after I announced the Terran, I'd be understand. It's quite okay. Yes, it's going to be that kind of day, ladies and gents. TVZ with two of my personal favorites, absolutely. I feel like I cast both of them rather often, not usually in the same match, though. I feel like this was a little bit of a treat that I felt like I just kind of had to take advantage of. They're both rather mid-game centric, focused, aggressive players usually, or at least some unusual sneaky shenanigans. It would not surprise me at all to see Dark come up with something Nidus related. I remember quite vividly a match between these two a while back on this very map that had, let's go with quite a few Nidus worms involved. So I think Dark might have a predilection, a preference, we could call it, towards Nidus play on this map, but we'll see how ByuN will behave. ByuN may not even give him the chance. He just may completely deny any sort of plays such as that. The natural CC has been placed. Tech, just a simple, standard 1-1-1 so far for the Terran. Dark, likewise, doing the good old early game Zerg build of, I'm making drones. Yes. You're like, what else? You doing anything else? No. It's not yet been 5 minutes. I can still make drones. That's quite okay. Probably gonna need some semblance of response, something perhaps Zergling or Queen shape to deal with what is coming, though ByuN has not been idle. ByuN has been prepping a wombo combo, shall we say. We're going to have Hellions, not really getting a whole lot done over at the third. The medevac, though, may fare a bit better. No creep here. Dark quickly fixes that. 3 Queens up against quite a few Marines. They're not going to focus the medevac just quite yet. They're going to go for a couple of the Marines, which will allow ByuN to get a bit of damage done. Just doing a little bit of transfusing. The Hellions make their move, though, with some strong success. 7 drones go down. These are slow lanes. Dark. Why are they slow lanes? Okay. Clearly Dark, I don't think, wants to make a bunch of Zerglings. Perhaps felt like he had to. I mean, 12, not a terrible... Oh, okay. No, never mind. It's that kind of day, as I said. We're waking up early. We're dealing with Terran-flavored antics, Hellions in places they don't belong. And we've got a ByuN on the way. One already on the map. Its friend will join shortly, I'm sure. Cloak 3 seconds out. Do you see this? No, not quite. Not quite yet. Alright. Everybody, very quiet. Very quiet. We're sneaking. And now we strike. The Banshee makes its move. 2 drones go down instantly. Not a whole lot else, though. Might be able to get the Queen. 1 Banshee does take a little bit of time to actually pick off a Queen, though. The rest of the pack. The knitting crew, the book club, here to help out. Not a whole lot will be found then. ByuN finds little tidbits of damage. Nothing cataclysmic, of course, as you know. Behind this, nobody's idle. Stim, shields, +1 on the way for the Terran. 1-1, Ling speed, Bane speed. Your choice of speed on the way. Dark appears to want to go for something Lingbane oriented, which I think is a rather safe, rather fair move. The ByuN, you know, if it's not Marines and Medevacs, frankly, it was ByuN expected then. Okay, and that's on him, because we all know what it should be. Even the ByuNchies, like okay, I've seen him do it more and more, so I'm okay with it, but it's not quite what I would have expected right off the bat. Two of them together absolutely vaporized drones. If you go Banshees, the commitment to not cloaking them yet, I actually quite like that. Where's the Overseer? The commitment to never cloaking them is not quite as good. Now, if you commit to not cloaking at the start until you actually need the cloak, sure, but a commitment to never cloak, even though you have cloak, that's not quite as healthy. We're clearing the creep tumors now. ByuN stim completed, shields already here, 1-1 already done as well. Bane targeting decent splits, but it's still going to be a lot of Zerglings. Well, early hydration alert, lad. Take care of yourself, good grief. Much unlike these Marines not quite taking care of themselves, they need medevac support. ByuN adding on some Widow Mines behind this, Hive on the way, and a Hydralisk den, yes. Zerglings will not find an opportunity. ByuN locking down this outlying base, ready to take the fourth, going for the gold at that. Oh, I love this. Just one Widow Mine. One Widow Mine in a place that you probably don't expect it. That's quite good. Lings will actually be able to make it all the way back here. ByuN ready to just clear in some Kree? Or are we actually doing something here? I don't know. The Widow Mines, I think a solid choice up against the Lingbane. Changelings spotted, denied, imposters found and dealt with. The box is the cubes. Forces everything to be single file that can actually fit through. A siege tank you have to go around. A creative, fun-filled, flavorful map doodad, we could call it. It's a lot of Zerglings. Dark holding off on getting the Banes just yet, wanting to start up all the Hydralisk upgrades, it looks like, but not actually making any Hydras yet. Oh, Dark's swinging in with a lot of Zerglings, though. Widow Mines locking on to just some of the initial ones. Not a whole lot. Oh, ByuN burrows it. The ByuN burrow to prevent the targeting of not that many Marines. The Marines actually chilling in here is an incredibly safe move when fighting the Zerglings. Widow Mines, Dark has the split down pretty well. Now it's going to move through that cube field. The Queen's repelling the left side force over here. A few drones going down, but nothing too major. ByuN not finding a whole lot of damage, not a lot of opportunities on the field here. How is ByuN going to respond, though? Is it just going to be more of the same? We're just cranking out Marine, Marauder, Mine, Medevac, all of the M flavor. We got the M composition here that I know Terrans love to make. We could get all games done with just the M units. It'd be ideal. Okay. Absolutely. Left side, drop over here. We'll very much so have to pick up. Hydra's starting to show themselves. Another commitment over on the far right. Bane's trying to roll in. The Widow Mines connect mostly onto the Zerglings, which is not going to be enough for Dark there. Widow Mines shaving off a lot of the army. Now, Dark can reinforce, of course, left side, but that will leave, I'd say, a little bit open here. If ByuN decides to drop that, that's going to cause some complications. The Lurker Den just now finishing up. We've got Lunge almost done, about 3/4 roughly. Can't chrono boost that, sadly. Now, Those Banes, they were trying to help out. They took the long way though. They were quite afraid of the toll road. Okay, this road over here, dangerous. Can't go that way. Solid surround coming in. Widowmine's trying to connect. One of them hits most of the Marines. Hydras lunge forward, picking off the medevac with ruthless efficiency. Now Dark is in a position to actually push forward. Dark reclaiming his half of the map and going to respond by trapping a few Hydras. Let me out. Let us out of here. They can't. You lurker larva, paying the price for not being the ones destined and chosen to actually become lurkers, it would seem. We have a Nidus on the way. Wow, what a surprise. I mean, there's a Nidus worm coming. The Widowmines stare angrily at the worm as it tries to surface. The Marines will take that down, but that was just a ruse, it would seem. Lurkers burrow on the high ground. Banes ready to roll in, ready to connect. The engineering base actually doing a remarkable job blocking most of the Zerg forces. ByuN does have a group over on the far left side starting to pick off the Banes. The target fire is pretty darn good, but not going to be good enough. Dark is the victor, takes map number 1. Map number 2 in the series shall be El Dorado here. The bottom left corner shall belong to the Red Terran. No longer a broken portrait. This is what they were trying to show off. It is ByuN. And in the bottom right here, I see something on the mini-map, but we'll finish this up. The blue Zerg player, perhaps unknowingly walking into a bit of a trap. It is Dark. And here, in the slightly middle of the map, slightly onto the Zerg side of the map, here we have 3 ByuN barracks. There we go. The space here, like, I guess just to make sure they can actually walk around. Alright. ByuN is going for something that I think is a massive risk. Okay, you're down 1 on the Dark. We've seen Dark hold this before on this exact map. I forget who did it. I think it was Bunny we saw recently do this. Dark's gonna see it. Dark knows now and sees that's 3. Okay, 3 barracks. That's committed. That's aggressive. What's the response? I'm assuming some trash talk. I'm assuming some form of very polite and professional conversation. I mean, of course. The drones will be pulled. Zerg boys ready to help out, ready to defend. The Natchery will be completed. Spine Crawler is the immediate choice. I agree with the decision. Delay the Queen in the main base and get a Spine down at the Natural. The drones go for some of the Marines here. The SCVs doing their best to block. It's a lot of Marines now to deal with, though. The drones are going to have a bit of a tough time. Oh, ByuN actually ignoring the drones. Oh, not quite. Oh, God, gunning them down. 6 Marines is a lot for the drones to deal with when there's SCV backup, too. Oh, the Zerglings cleared that first producing bunker, but I really don't see a good way out of this. Dark's not mining. If the drones were at least mining, you could say, well, there's money for Zerglings or another Spine Crawler, but they're not even mining. Dark, are you going to try to mine through this just to get back home? I don't think it's going to work out. I think ByuN might have this. The Marine count is growing substantially. He didn't even need the bunker. You kidding? These are like, what, 20 patches? Oh, they're 10. Okay. Okay, he clears the first one, but ByuN makes his move in the Natchery. The drones here pulled off the Spine Crawler, the last line of defense, but it's not even going to get that far. God. Well, It's a series, right? A win's a win. We're going to a grand finale now. The grand finale to this best-of-3 will be played on the map Abyssal Reef. Here, the upper left corner shall belong to Dark. And here, the bottom right, shenanigan flavored Terran here. At least I see the barracks in their own base this time. It is ByuN. I cannot understate the value of such a decision in map number 2. Getting that quick win on the board, showing Dark, like, yeah, you not all that in a bag of chips. Okay, not sure what kind of bag of chips Dark might be inclined to go for, but ByuN's trying to show him he's definitely not that. Alright, not that good, not quite. We'll see how they both respond. Dark's checking around with the Overlords, seeing usual, I'm guessing, proxy spots. Even having the drone do a little bit of a look around here. Not finding a whole lot, though. ByuN has decided to go for simple, standard, tried and true Reaper Expand, which I'd say shouldn't be too much of a surprise. I don't think we actually had this in map number 1, though. I don't remember seeing any Reapers. ByuN opened up Marine first. I mean, that first map, huh? And ByuN lost first match? Interesting. Is it correlation? Is it causality? I don't know. I'll have to leave that up to the statisticians, I suppose. The Reaper enters the Natchery here, starts to terrorize one of the drones. The grenade not going to go off to delay that pending Spore Crawler. Reaper snags one of the Zerglings, now trying to absolutely get out of dodge. Tuck tail, run, jetpacks, full force, as I could probably describe it. The command center about to complete for the Terran. Factory on the way. We've got the reactor. Is it going to be standard switcheroo? Oh, I think so. Factory probably not just doing push-ups for no reason. Nope. Not the no reason push-ups here. It is going to be the switcheroo. We've got the Hellion, so we get to see what I would describe as a very standard TVZ play out of ByuN. The on-location third CC feels a little greedy, slight greed, but not enough, I think, that it's going to be too problematic. Queen. Here, remember what it's like to be an air unit back in the Great Brood War? Reaper grenades coming to a location near you. There you go. Queen, I'm surely she's thankful. She remembers what it was like before they lost their wings, that is. They did get a bit more functionality, I will say. I think they're generally used the drones grouping up. Let's go after the Hellion slads. I don't think that's a good move. Not quite. Well, the drones having a bit of a tough time. Queens will eventually pick off the Hellions. It was just 2 Hellions, so it wasn't even enough to one-shot the drones, but it certainly was enough to scare and terrify them. Third command center will not be punished. ByuN gets to complete that on location, which undoubtedly feels good. Now for the tough struggle of defending it. Yes. Taking this location's easy. Holding it, that's the problem for many. The Marine not doing too well. The Hellion, the Reaper, will fare a bit better thanks to their preference for speed and agility. This is a lot of queens, though. Dark has locked down most of the entrances. 6 queens, 5 of which are here. Which means the 6th one is really just tending to the hatcheries. Drone count steadily rising. Starport on the way. That's rather late to be just the 111. No, ByuN got the 2nd and 3rd racks before going for that starport, it would seem. Stim on the way. I expect shields to follow very shortly. 1-1 started up. Where's the E-base? Where are the E-base? Oh, way over here. Hidden, tucked away, nice and safe. Very nice. Not throwing those into harm's way like before. Map number 1, we saw them get destroyed while researching +3, which is not quite the ideal time, I would say, to lose your engineering base. Like, is there ever a time that it's ideal to lose your engineering bay? Yeah, actually, if you go for the aggressive NG bay block on a base location, you finish the E-bay. Okay, hear me out. Complete the E-bay and research something from it. As soon as that research finishes, perfect, because you're satisfied. You know that had slim odds, okay, very low chance of actually being completed. So the fact that it was done, okay, that's fantastic. Even if it's something silly that I would make fun of you, like high-sec auto tracking, totally okay. We've got 2 medevacs coming out now. We'll join the forces. These Marines do have stim, do not have their shields or +1 yet, though. I'm not too sure about being quite out on the map. I suppose the saving grace is there's no Bane speed yet for Dark. These Banes are still waddling angrily around. That's a lot of queens, though. My gosh. There's Ling's speed. Why has Dark been delaying Ling's speed so heavily? I mean, I guess now is really a good time. The first time you really need it, but... It feels risky. It feels unnecessary. Link speed not that pricey. Okay. Usually we'd throw, the first 100 or so gas at it and then just call it a day. But Dark, he's figured something out, I suppose. It's working well so far. I can't really hold the second game against him too much. Queens. Angrily, they see him. The medevacs. Medevacs are not going to have an easy time landing with this batch. Second group, though, out on the map, starting to clear a bit of the rocks. Bane speed has been researched, completed, which means Dark, he's on a roll, shall I say. Terrible. I know. Absolutely awful. ByuN going for a bit of the same style composition. We got Marine, Medevac, and Mine so far. A massive Ling backstab run by already on the way here. Even the production's going to have a bit of a tough time. The boys turn around and decide to fight, which is going to cause massive losses. 15 SCVs go down. I'm not too sure about that decision there, ByuN. When you have a few defenders, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of defense because most things are out on the other side, slapping down Hydralisk dens, it would seem. Gosh, ByuN's getting quite a bit of damage done actually there. Losing one of the medevacs hurts. Apparently this group met the wrong end of the Baneling. Second wave over here. Why are you guys injured? Was this stim? I'm going to have to guess it was probably stim packs. Not working out too well so far. ByuN did find a little bit of damage taking out the Hydra then, but Dark's just going to remake it. We've also got all 3 Evo chambers. The triple Evo chamber wombo combo. Oh god, the medevac's getting low. Where's the replacement Hydra Den? Replacement Hydra Den placed just at another drop location. Building hatchery canceled. Medevacs do a quick, hot pickup, saving most of the Marines from that Widow Mine shot and Zergling Claws alike. Do we leave the mines? We leave the mines. This was a one-way trip for most forces anyways, but for the Widow Mines, it was a guarantee. Oh, just a few Banes, I hear, run by. Dark getting a little bit of damage. The depots are not dead, which means those Banes had to fully roll all the way around, and I think Dark liked that enough that he says, I want some more, please. Make a few more Banelings, yeah. Marines denying another hatchery location. Now, canceling this one is a pretty nice help. Dark clearly wanting to build up a bit. They're on even bases right now, which is going to be not quite ideal. The Banes destroy the depot wall. Only one of them makes it through after it's all said and done. Even just one more Bane would have been devastating. The Lings swing in, chew apart one of the in-progress depots, and then quickly walk away. Oh, Dark having a bit of a struggle, cracking through the walls. ByuN making 15 Marines at a time. Who needs anything else? No. 65 Marines, 69 SCVs, very nice. 2 Widow Mines, A handful of medevacs. We're going to get it done with Marines and medevacs, or die trying, I suppose. ByuN says now might be the go time. Stimming all the groups, spreading them out. The pre-split looking pretty solid, actually. Now it's going to come down to the targeting. The Banes rolling in. Target fire looking pretty good so far, though. There's a backstab, a run by, but I really want to watch these Banes. There's only 2 more. If he can just get rid of these 2 Banes, that is going to be incredible. The Zerglings having their way with the bases, though. The natural is nearly gone. The initial depot's being picked off as well. ByuN, this attack was a bit of a success. Oh, he moves forward, ignores the hatchery, goes for the morphing Banes, stimming these Marines to critical levels. The Banes are going to roll in. The medevacs are going to pick up. That's going to be all they wrote for that attack. Dark, did you get this command center? The NG base. He saves it. Safe. Alright. The NG base looking fine. Not quite healthy, but they'll get there. Oh, the Lings are burrowed. Dark. So good with the burrow moves here. Reynor finishing up. A scan will clean up most of those Zerglings. ByuN locking things down. 43 SCVs remain, losing 35 SCVs in that attack. I think it may teeter ByuN into a bit of an all-in scenario here. All-in move. 43 Marines, 10 medevacs. That's pretty good as far as health insurance, a healthcare to patient ratio. Not terrible, I will say. I think that might be what we're looking at here. ByuN is just going full-blown Marine production. +3 is 10 seconds out. If ByuN could hold off for these just few precious seconds, I think it would be a massive boon to walk in here with 3-3, try to get some things done. The Bane targeting still looking fantastic. Hydras, they deal with Marines reasonably well, but not well enough. Over here on the right side, God, that's a lot. That was a lot of Banelings. ByuN, I don't know. I don't know. It could go either way right now. Dark is holding on, barely. ByuN doesn't have too much of an economy behind this, but he's also denying bases. This hatchery has been low for multiple minutes now. Oh dear. The 3-3 is completed. ByuN still just cranking out Marines. Actually adding on some Widow Mines at this point now too. Banes rolling in, not finding the connections they need though. Dark, did you just have nothing left? What was that, Dark? Did we have no more Banes? I don't think so. There's only 7 Banes in total. I see 4 of them right here, so that's probably it. ByuN picks off those final Banes. It is just 3 Banes left. Not nearly enough. ByuN actually gonna take it, gonna survive, deciding to go full army production at the very end. The decision pays off, and the series goes to the Terran. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.